talk. NBA, MLB, NFL, we got it all.
You're tuned in to On the Block Sports Talk.
What's up, everybody? With the late night, Friday night edition of On the Block Sports Talk, we in the building. Big Joe, the host. My man, Coach Black in the building. Cam Mustafa.
Yep.
Behind the boards is now in front of the board today.
And a big shout out to my Evander crew. E.B. in the house. E.B. Man, the guy Power, Thunder and Lightning. Big shout out to my Tigers. Looking forward to seeing y'all this year at the reunion. You know how we do.
All right. Big shout out to the fellas that ain't here today. You know, the Hammer and the Panda and Jet Nation. Hulk Smash is jumping around somewhere, spazzing apples. Because the Knicks won today. So break out the champagne. That's 2 in a row. 2 in a row for our Knicks.
I'm giving you a pound and I'm
the bottle's popping, baby. 2 in a row for the Knicks.
Crack some wine up.
Hey, y'all pound and I'm a Heat fan.
No, we're going to talk a little basketball, which our basketball segment brought to you by the good man, chillloverradio.net. We help us with the podcast, so check us out on that.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Other Knick news besides our great 2-game winning streak, little news that broke today talking about, Coach Woody, his job is pretty much on the line. So they reached out to Phil Jackson, the man with all the rings.
Wow.
He's like, nah, no thanks. So they reached out again. They said, we're going to give you all the power, front office position to do what you got to do. He said, give me 2 weeks to holler back. So we got 2 weeks to sit here, keep our fingers crossed, toes crossed, arms crossed, whatever we can cross, we're going to cross them.
That's right. I'm praying on it.
Because if we give Phil Jackson, and they give him the power to make the moves he needs to make, we're going to have a parade in a few years.
Wow.
And I think that will definitely keep Melo and help us bring in the talent to help him out.
That's true.
And you know what's funny? I was down there by Times Square today, and they had up on the TRL projector, Phil Jackson. This is how close it's coming. It's all people are standing around on 42nd Street taking pictures, looking at on TRL Newsflash, Phil Jackson coming to New York.
Hey,
do you know what kind of excitement that would be?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to remember, for those that don't know, that aren't old school basketball heads like that, Phil got his start.
Yes. Drafted
from the Knicks.
Yes.
1-2 chips with Clyde and Walton and Willis Reed and them.
That's right.
So he's a Knick at heart.
And you know what? When you told me that today, Joe, I said it's a done deal.
Every time
2 weeks, when he says 2 weeks,
that
he's gonna give me 2 weeks. He's signed the dotted line.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too obvious.
I have a good feeling too. To someone make an offer like then you make a counter offer. They're like, let me think about it. That's a good sign. And I know he's got to remember the love he got when they had the anniversary for the 73 team, and he came out. He got a lot of love from the Knicks fans because they remember he's a Knick at heart. And he knows if he could turn it around and have a parade and bring a trophy to the Garden, man, they could have put a statue of Phil Jackson square in 34th Street. Right on top of the Garden. Wherever the new Garden's going to be, he'll be a Phil Jackson.
But look at his resume. L.A. championship. Chicago championship. New York Knicks player champion.
He's got a foot full of them.
He's full of them.
And now he knows to build it. That's why he wants to be in the free throw. He wants to build it. We just got to wait. Got to wait these 2 weeks.
Yes.
We're going to be on the edge of our chairs.
Actually, there was a couple of comments in this book. I was talking to a good friend of mine named Ramos. Big shout out, Nate, over there at Brother Royce. Now, Nate was saying that his book was highly influential. Anybody ever read his book?
I haven't.
Nate was telling me that his book was so intense on how he looked at champions. It's like, he look at his philosophy is that he look at you as a man, and it's not a thing of, he brings out the inner karma in a person's self to make them play. So, and that's what he looks for in the players, whether or not they have that. So it's interesting how he uses, that influence alone to make a judgment. So
that's what, I said that a couple of weeks on the show. I said it's a philosophy. Kev said no. He had all the talent, but his philosophy brought the talent and won championship.
Because besides the 3 big stars that he would have, he had the supporting guys. And he got the best out of them. We all talk our smack that we did about the Bulls, whatever, but to get a Paxson, a B.J. Armstrong, a Steve Kerr, to get them to contribute, along with his three-headed monster of, Scotty, Michael and whoever, Dennis and then Horace Grant or whatever.
Right.
He got the best out of my man came out. He came from the Cavaliers after Ron Harper. People thought his career was a wreck, but he was able to contribute and help him get a few rings and help Michael get 3 more.
Listen, as a franchise, you got to even figure. Even the staff and like the talent people, the physical therapists that he has, the whole team to get the players back healthy again to play every week. His philosophy went deep like that. So you know, the whole thing just trickled down to making the championship team because the supporting staff builds the champions. They're the ones that get the champion work out with.
Right.
You know this philosophy I like about? We could be 10 players on the team. I'll take y'all 5. I want y'all to go to the movies. I want y'all to go to the casino and stick together as chemistry. And he showed that chemistry and that philosophy. And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. That's what I'm saying. If he agrees and he's on the dotted line,
it's a done deal.
It's a done deal. That'll be the cornerstone of everything. That'll be the foundation. And I know Melo would stay, and it's just about him bringing in the next pieces.
Right.
You know what's funny?
Gotta keep our fingers crossed, New York Knicks fans out there.
Hit us up on our like page. We'd love to know what you think about Phil Jackson coming here to New York. Do you think it's going to happen, and when? And if you're close, maybe I'll send you a T-shirt.
Right. That's on the Block Sports Talk, the like page on Facebook. Check it out. Leave a comment. Leave a suggestion for a topic. Anything. Just drop a line on that right there, and we'll get to it. Whenever it's as soon as possible. But, hey,
that's how we do.
Yeah,
that's what
man.
we do. Just no hesitation. Let's get it done.
Yeah. And the remarkable thing to stay with the Knicks, mathematically, they're still alive.
Yeah.
For the 8th spot in the playoffs in the East side.
3 games or 5?
Maybe I think 3 or 4 games out. So, other teams aren't running away with it.
Right.
So if they can put a string together, again, keep our fingers crossed, they could slide in that 8th spot. I would want them to because being that our first round pick we get in the draft is going to Denver. Right. I don't want them to tank it because it doesn't help us at all. So at least go out like a fighter and try to get that 8th spot. So if you lose, okay, you're going to run into the Heat or the Pacers, whatever. But it shows some heart.
That's true.
And because you got to build something, and that's something to build off of for next year. It'll help the Torrey Murray. It'll help the Jeremy Tyler, the Timmy Jr. Those guys, it'll help them for next year, which I hope they'll get some run. I know Timmy Jr. will get some run next year. Yeah. He's going to get a shot, especially with Phil coming on. And he brings in the coach.
Our key is the coach. And the coach, I feel, philosophy-wise and defensive mind and strong mind is Lionel Hollins. He played the game. He won the 2 championships, and whenever he won, Philly, if he didn't win with Philly, he won with the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
His accomplishment, what he did with the Grizzlies, could do the same thing for the Knicks.
Yes, I have to agree with you. He's respected in the league as he was a player, championship player, and a great coach. Look, a few years ago, Memphis, everybody was like, oh, Memphis is going to play us, we're going to get bumped.
Right.
And they pushed the limit. They pushed everybody. Yes. They played deep. I don't know why he's out of a job, but I'm thankful because I think he'll be the next coach next year.
Yeah, I feel strongly about that too.
He don't play no mess, and you can see it. He got the best out of his play. He got Zebo playing the best ball of his career.
Yes.
At a later part of his career, man. Woo! Let's see. Hey, like I said, keep your fingers crossed and see what happens in 2 weeks when Phil Jackson makes his statement and see what happens. But right now they're on a hot 2-game winning streak, so keep the bottles on ice.
We can win like 10 games in a row.
We're right back in the mix.
Back in the mix.
And that 8th spot is right there.
That's what we need.
And they can't do it.
Yes.
We got Cleveland tomorrow or Sunday, I do believe. Hey, we all know Cleveland is they're not a powerhouse. And their franchise dude is looking at the front door to quote main source. Yeah. So hey, Phil Jackson on board. I know he wouldn't mind hollering at Kyrie. Bring Uncle Drew to New York. That'd be crazy. Yo, Dedrick, holla.
Talk to D.
Yeah, we gotta holler at D, man.
I gotta talk to Stretch.
That gotta be something, man. Man.
So that's a possibility, But we got,
It all counts on what happened with Phil in 2 weeks.
Yes, with Phil in 2 weeks.
So we gotta keep everything.
But I have faith.
Imagine if he comes in 2 weeks, and then the Knicks all of a sudden make a push to go deep in the playoff. That chemistry be set right in motion, right?
Yeah. And free agents, they're gonna keep that. They all know what's going on. The word will be out.
I think they're paying attention right now, Joe.
Yeah. They have to be.
I think they're paying attention right now. He said 2 weeks. We gotta start winning.
Yeah,
he's probably setting up living arrangements already. Like you know, where am I staying at?
Yeah, he got a pile of money. That ain't a hard thing for him.
That's not hard.
And he's got that New York love.
Yeah, he got
regardless of how long he was the Bulls in the Lakers.
Right. He got that swagger.
He was walking around New York. Nobody never even bothered him.
No.
Like, it's like Clyde Frazier. Clyde walks around. Nobody bothers Clyde. You know what I'm saying?
It's King of the City, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see what happens.
It's gonna happen.
Well, other basketball news and notes. It's rough. It's a rough next season. But I have one thing that to be happy about. That the Lakers are going through just as worse as we are. So two marquee franchises, 2 building blocks of this NBA are going through a rough year. But they got smoked by the Clippers by 48 the other day. That was looking like a video game. That was embarrassing. But they also on the free agent Hunt, and there's a big key one coming out of Minnesota in the year or at the end of this season, I do believe, or next year. And he's a California boy. So don't be surprised, Kevin Love. K-Love is going to be in purple and gold soon. I wouldn't be surprised at that. I have that strong feeling. And I could see Kobe making the call when it's time for him to be that free agent.
You think LA going to still kick the coach?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, D'Antoni, I don't know, man. I don't know.
A lot of things are going to change up.
Yeah, if they bring Kevin Love in with D'Antoni's system, I don't know. It's tough to call, man.
Because it'll benefit Love.
Yeah, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of movement.
3-point shooter.
Yeah, and he stepped behind the line.
Y'all looking at him. So y'all not assistant coaches. Y'all got this thing in cycle. Like,
that's what it is.
I mean, we give the philosophy. We know what we talking about.
The big wigs.
You know what I'm saying?
The big wigs downtown on Madison Avenue at the NBA office would be very happy if those 2 chips fell in place. Kevin Love going to the Lakers with Kobe, and they bringing somebody. Phil Jackson coming to the Knicks, bringing that piece together. 2 marquee franchises in the league. About to be on the rise again. The big wigs downtown will be very happy.
Oh, my goodness. Clapping their feet. They be clapping their feet.
They'd be very happy. That's money. That's money.
Hey Phil, we dedicating this whole show to you right now.
It is what it is. You got to think.
You will definitely turn our season around.
Definitely.
Phil, you have to. I know you signed that.
He would turn the NBA around.
Yes.
So many things would fall into place, and so many people would prosper from that.
Yes.
The Knicks will turn around, the Lakers turn around. Pat Riley wouldn't sit still. He's going to keep his thing in the mix. So it'd be crazy.
And think about it. No Mike Bloomberg to influence anything. You know what I mean? Like, he can't regulate you.
Jack Nicholson come to New York. Watch the game.
You think Jack can do that?
Jack can come.
Celebrity Row, both those joints would be packed in.
Yeah. Spike would be there too.
Oh, Spike would
be there.
Oh.
Yeah. Phil coming to New York is a good.
Jay-Z.
It's good for the Knicks. It's good for the NBA.
It's great.
It'll prosper, help a lot of things prosper. It'll be crazy. So like I said, we still got to wait 2 weeks, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
He's gonna make a decision in 1 week.
Yeah, cause woo.
You better get him on speed dial, Joe.
We
like that.
I'm giving y'all the first before ESPN give it to you. Yeah. I'm giving it to you right here.
And give you our point of views on it. I'm on the block. Perspective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. That's what goes on. Y'all heard about the thing with, when the other week when LeBron broke out the black carbon fiber mask. It was all blacked out. Man. How the NBA was like, could you put on a clear mask? Like, what's the big deal? To me, I think that was stupid. Because you want to do everything to market and sell all these jerseys. You got them wearing the girl T-shirts. Then you got the shirts with the Spanish for Hispanic Heritage Month. They do this, do that. Let him rock the black mask when he rocks his black uni.
Right.
Let everybody rock a color coordinated mask for their team. Whoever has, God forbid, breaks a nose or gets a fracture or whatever in their face, let their mask rock to coordinate with their uniform.
Why did they say they didn't want him to wear it?
They suggested that they asked him, pretty much told him to wear the clear mask.
But I mean, Zorro wore a black mask. Nobody said nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's intimidation.
It didn't look fan friendly. You think
it doesn't look. It's intimidation.
Big black man in a black mask.
He's a big time celebrity. He's a big time marketer. He's the best player in the NBA, and he doesn't have. He has the same.
He was like Mysterio from the Flintstones. You remember? He had the mask on and everything. You know what I'm saying?
The Lone Ranger wore black mask.
Lone Ranger wore black mask.
Yeah, it was foolish. I think they
Batman.
They had an opportunity.
Was that the commissioner?
The commissioner made the call.
There you go.
But he's so non-threatening. Why would you worry about that?
Everybody loves LeBron.
Everybody loves LeBron, but we found out LeBron's not.
He thought he was accepted. they made the call, let him know. Hey,
he found out he's like everyone else.
Yeah, you like everybody.
Get back to reality.
Yeah. Hey boy, put on
you
the mask for us.
But you know what? They said that this year alone, his side endorsements, has been through the roof. That he made over, I think it's $50 million, grossing him as the highest athlete, in sports endorsements. Now, if you're willing to put him in that situation, why would you be scared if he's wearing a mask that's pretty much marketed by a company that designed it?
Just silliness. You're just being silly.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't want to get into the details that we want to get into.
Yeah, that's a whole other show.
Because I'm ready to go, but I'm saying, let me take it easy right now. I know what the reason why.
They thought Ocean's 11 was going to happen in United States.
Hey, think about
Ocean's 11 is going to happen in Miami.
Just think back to Michael's first Jordan shoe. They said,
yes.
There's not enough white on that shoe.
Yes.
Hey, it's foolish, but it is what it is. That's a whole other show for the Black Liberation Army show. That
I don't know if y'all know anything what happened to Mount Vernon.
Can't we just all get along?
Mount Vernon High School.
What happened?
Recently.
I heard something about
racial in the semifinal. In County Center in White Plains, the racial spurs that came out towards the players and calling them.
I think because they beat
Mayor Pack.
That's so it's frustrating, but they thought they was going to win. Mount Vernon always has a squad.
Right.
Mount Vernon been having a squad for years. My nephew ran into that squad before his senior year in Clarkstown South up in well, he did his thing against their guard. But anyway, they always have a squad. So losing in Mount Vernon, you shouldn't have been surprised by that.
Yes.
They keep a squad. It's crazy because it's a small community, but they keep a good ball team in Mount Vernon High. Big shouts to Mount Vernon High, even though you Mount Vernon, but still big shouts to y'all and your program.
So who initiated it? Like the fans?
The fans. It was the fans' participation, even on the court. Racial spurs at the plays.
Oh man,
that's disgusting, man. Those are kids, man.
I wish I had this article to bring it to share with us right now. Oh man, it's on the front page of the Journal News.
That's disgusting.
That's everybody want to know that. Front page of Journal News on Friday morning.
That's disgusting on many levels. Those are just kids, man. They're just high school kids.
Now they got the superintendents from both schools had no comment on that. They taking this into another level now.
They should take it to the home team. Whatever team out in White Plains, is face some kind of sanction behind that. Yeah. They can't go to any postseason tournament now because of their fans. That'll make the fans relax, or they'll tell the students to relax.
And you know
when
so crazy
about
it? It happened in an article where the kids attacked the Mount Vernon people watching the game, adults.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm putting it up on our Facebook like page. If you want to read more about it, we got it on the Block Sports Talk Facebook like page. Check us out, and CLR on the Block Sports Talk too for another contact that we have. You'll see the article up in there. But the thing that gets me a little bit upset about it, not to take you away, is that you have cameras at those games. So to me, if you had any parent or any fans that was doing that, they should all be given a summons behind that too, because that's libel and slander, and verbally that's an assault. You made a person or a team feel threatened. The definition of assault is that to make a person feel threatened. So if you made all them people, anybody that's identified on camera should be held responsible for doing that. That's just how I feel. This is high school.
It's a cowardly act because you're attacking a bunch of high school kids, and you know what? Not to take it to that type of level. But you know, they wouldn't have tried that if they was playing in Mount Vernon's gym.
Right.
You know that was going to go down in the Mount Vernon gym. No. You know, they tried that in their home gym up in White Plains because you know they could get away with that or whatever. Outside influences wouldn't allow it to escalate to nothing. But if that was in Mount Vernon's gym, it wouldn't have went down that way. And it shouldn't have went down any kind of way because the bottom line is high school kids, man. Come on, man.
You see how we got to tighten up our security?
As a matter of fact,
it's a game.
I got the footage that we're looking at right here. You know, now we're going to keep on talking. We'll see it later on when we put it up. But it's
on 12 News.
It's dastardly how these people was acting. They was.
You know, it just goes to show that as much time goes by, some things don't change. Some people just show their true color.
Right. Exactly.
It's a crying shame.
Yeah, it's a crying shame.
These are kids, man. It's a kid's game. High school basketball. And y'all got to get like that.
And take it to that level in Westchester.
Well, I hope that Mount Pack or whatever that school, they don't get to go to postseason behind that. That's what should happen.
What they're trying to do is suspend them for a whole year.
They should be suspended. The basketball program should be suspended for a whole year. These are kids.
Hurt them where they live because you know it's big up there.
But like I said, judging by what I see, what we just saw just now. You see people interacting. So if a person can be identified that's on camera, because we have the footage, video footage, we're in the day and time and age of Google and all kind of social media, if that person can be identified, that person should be fined too. You understand?
I'm glad that, you know, my nephew wasn't in that because I wouldn't have kept my cool. And I'm pretty sure my brother wouldn't have kept his cool. They would have said some kind of derogatory racial statement to my nephew. They would have been a problem. On the Block Sports Talk, we minus one panelist for a little while because I might be somewhere else. There's been some issues. There's been some furniture moments. If I'd heard some nonsense like that. So my nephew, it ain't happening.
We seen your brother turn into Terry Crews a couple of times.
You know, imagine that to his child, man. You know, play with nobody's child, man. Let's all be civilized. It's sports. It's a game. These are kids. Even in college, they're still kids. Relax with that. And then in the pros, these are grown men. Everybody need to respect each other and just enjoy the game. You have your team. You got your favorite. It is what it is. But relax with the derogatory racial comments. It's foolish. It's ignorant. In 2014, we shouldn't even be talking about that. And it's a damn shame that we are. And if you got them kind of feelings, stay your ass at home and watch on TV. Don't, because you're gonna say something to the wrong person one day, and you're gonna be like, hama, and they ain't gonna save you. But anyway, sliding over to another topic. College basketball getting ready to roll in effect, and this college basketball brief segment is brought to you by the homeboys at Gun Hill Classic. Check out your Summer League basketball. It's going to be on the popping this year at Gun Hill Classic. It's going to be on. That's the good word from Coach Black. It's going to be on. Summer basketball in New York is going to be popping all over.
And on Ustream too.
We got to bring it back up top in the community.
Yeah, man.
The lack of community that we're not getting support like it should be happening and on Gun Hill. And this is the opportunity to I'm trying to bring it back home.
It's a good thing, man. These tournaments, it's not just, okay, you support the kids to play ball. It helps the whole community. It gives the kids something that ain't playing, something to watch, something to enjoy, keep them, and aspire to when they grow up to play in there and play at the high school or whatever. Just support these summer leagues in your communities, not just Gun Hill, but every community we're at in Marble Hill, their league, and Dykeman, their league, the Hoops in the Sun out there, plus 4, King Dome, whatever in the hole, what's the hole in Brooklyn? The spots in Brooklyn, I know they got a lot of leagues out in Brooklyn because they get in and BK, they got a ball out there.
Rosedale got a good tournament.
Yeah, support your local summer leagues and tournaments for the kids, even if it's not super big, whatever, something, give the kids something for the summer, man.
Hey, you know what I liked about Gun Hill last year, though? I got a chance to see a lot of good young talent. I mean, they didn't have the big unlimited kind of standing like they had in the past years, like when All-Stars and Tillman's was in there, Blacks All-Stars and everything. But they college and they girls basketball team.
Big shout out to the ladies.
Big shout out to the girls basketball, Gun Hill basketball girls. Your girls was doing your thing and y'all was playing good basketball out there.
Yeah, so big shout out to those fellas, to the Lockharts for doing their thing and Ness. Doing their thing, helping with the young kids. They got the high school level. They got the little shorties that play in the short court. They got the young ladies playing college level. It's a good thing. So everybody support your local community, summer leagues and everything, man. It's a good thing, man.
And I give it out to Glenn Grant. He played with me at Black All Stars. He started with the youth, and he going up to. He may even take over the whole tournament.
Yeah,
so,
big shots to Glenn.
Good shots.
But it was slow motion back in the day. He was
slow mo.
But at the end of the day, his stat sheet was full.
Stacking it up.
Yeah, you know,
stacking it up.
You ain't got to be fast to fill the stat sheet. You know what I'm saying? Big shots to Glenn, Ness, and the whole lockout crew. You know, the locks and everything for doing what they do over there at the Gun Hill Basketball Tournament. Like I said, you know, support them and everything. But college basketball, we got the March Madness is fastly approaching.
It's fast.
So the tournament selections, you got your conference tournaments popping off soon.
Okay.
Next week you got the Atlantic 10. The conference going to be jumping off at the Barclays Center.
Okay.
So Brooklyn folks,
ride
out, check out the Atlantic 10. You know, Atlantic 10 is always a good conference. They got good talent. Check them out. Big East is going to be in the Garden. You know where they always is. That's their stomping ground. Their tournament start next week. So see how my Hoyas do, even having a rough year, but if they win the conference, they get that invite to the big dance. But Villanova's running away with it. They got the regular season title.
Wow.
Villanova's playing ball. They're number 6 in the nation.
So
the big dance is going to be very. You got a lot of teams, man.
A lot of teams, right?
It's tough. It's hard to say this team's going to run away with it because you got teams that were sleeping in the beginning, and now they're running off 10, 12 wins. Look, Duke and Carolina, perennial Sweet 16, final, Elite 8 type teams was struggling early in the year. Now they got their groove, and they're right back in the mix. Arizona stayed; they was in the top 5 the whole season. They were number 1 for a long time. Florida Gators. That brother down there, that coach, man, he
coached.
Yeah,
he can coach.
He got a good program.
He came from Providence.
Yeah, under Patino back in those days.
That's right.
He got a good program going on there in Florida, man. He got the talent. He keeps a lot of in-state talent.
Yes, he does.
And he keeps the bodies flowing, man. They're number 1 right now in the nation. I don't have a problem with it all the way, but a little problem is I think Wichita State is getting a raw deal by not being number 1. They are undefeated. They were an Elite 8 team last year, and they're undefeated. They should be number 1 in my books, but I understand the politics behind it.
Exactly.
And the strength of schedule, the RPI and all that.
Politics is the coach. They won championships.
Yeah,
They won 2-3 back-to-back championships.
Yeah, Billy Donovan. You got names like Billy Donovan and Calipari and like that right in front of you. It's like, so it's tough. It's tough.
He's like Matt Dillon in acting. He's the Mac Dillon on
the young star that plays out there in Louisville, Patino.
Another one.
His young star was struggling, but he got on fire the other day and threw up 20-something real quick. So they getting their groove back. Can't sleep on the Patino team. Sleep, you're gonna get your doors blown off.
And you can't sleep on Kentucky. And I'm looking to see what the major 5 classmen freshmen. How they do in the tournament.
Yeah, they're having a tough year. They've been struggling. But
this is their time to shine.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, man. It's going to be tough.
Time to shine.
They're going to be getting gunned for from Kansas. Kansas is playing ball. Kansas is balling. Got Kansas coming at you. You got Louisville with Patino. You got Spartan. Them young boys, them 5 freshmen in Kentucky, they're gonna have a handful, but if they step up, they're not going to be they're not looking like one and done kids because they're not having that good a year. They might have to stay 2 or 3 years, which I would love for these kids to stay 2 or 3 years.
You know what I like too? I like the fact that all these freshmen that are coming out, not just the main. You got Rick Wiggins, you got Parker, they all spread out. I like that brought some magic back to the NCAA tournament.
So that's what at least stay 2 years.
Stay just 2 years.
Because that other freshman in Arizona, that kid, he's balling. He's catching.
Bottom line, they all coming out.
You think so? I don't know. Wiggins, I don't know, man. I don't think he's ready. I think
how many spots in the NBA is going to be available? I mean,
there's the top 5 that they said they're going. I think they're going to come out. Parker,
they'll get a job.
They'll get a job.
Oh yeah, Parker definitely.
The guy from Arizona,
he's NBA ready.
And one from Kentucky.
Yeah, I think that Jabari
Parker
might be
doing
ready.
this tournament.
And Jabari Parker's NBA ready.
I think physically, I think he's ready. You know what? There's a thing with him though. He might not play because he's a Mormon, so he's gonna have to do his retreat. 2 years.
Wow.
So somebody
Let's see. We get all the
executive. Somebody you're gonna waste that first round pick. So and there's still a question if he's gonna play for a year or 2 because he has to do his his religious retreat stuff. You know, the Mormon thing they have to do.
Okay.
So it's like I don't know.
That's a blessing, man.
But yeah, but business wise,
I don't know.
For the franchise, it's like we're gonna waste the pick, and then this guy's not even gonna be here for 2 years.
Look at Robinson.
Right, it worked out for the Admiral. The Admiral, not even Dave Robinson, the Admiral.
But that's a different form of service.
Yeah, I'm the same, but San Antonio.
2 rings later and Hall of Fame jacket later, it worked out. It worked out for San Antonio. That's true. But I don't know, man. Jabari Parker, the Admiral. That's two different animals.
I know that's different. But I like his game. Parker.
I think he's more ready than Wiggins is. I think Wiggins needs another year to his body to mature.
I think Wiggins is ready. It's the fact that you playing college ball could limit your limitations.
Yeah.
But when he comes to the pro level, because his father's been playing there. You know what I mean? So I think I like the kid. You know, I only seen the kid play once, but I like what he comes to the table with.
Cause you see some of the kids that left after Kentucky won that chip before, all those freshmen left. Some of them are struggling.
Yeah.
They're not getting minutes because their game wasn't ready. So some of these kids.
Even the top pick wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And now look at he playing 20 double right now.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And
Anthony
Jones
Davis.
is who? Jones from Houston. He played with them.
Okay. Okay. You're right.
Jones.
That point guard from Houston. That he would. The Knicks could have had him too a little while ago. Gordich, I think it is.
Oh yeah.
No, he's matter of fact he's on the Suns. He's on Phoenix. My bad. The point guard from Phoenix.
Yes.
He was on Houston last year, but now he's on Phoenix.
Right.
He's doing work.
Yes.
He's doing work. Phoenix in whole. He's playing ball. Them kids, they got a bunch of. They're like the Dolphins in the '70s when the no-name defense.
Right.
The Phoenix is a bunch of who's that? But those guys are playing ball. They give it 110 every game.
They're playing hard.
And that's all you can ask for.
Because they coach.
The coach got him balling.
He always play hard.
And you got to give props. Yeah, you got to give props to the coach for the Bobcats.
Oh yeah.
The people are like, who's this guy? Why do you take him?
Yeah.
He got them fighting for an AC.
Yeah, he's gonna get it.
They balling.
Yeah,
they're playing. He got Kimber. He got some help with him, and they're playing ball. So Michael made a good move by picking that coach.
Yeah, he made a good decision.
That was a good. Yeah, he needed this. Yeah,
he needed that.
And it's working for him because he got those kids playing ball, playing hard. They're not an easy. You know, they okay. Carmelo put up 62 and LeBron put up 61 or whatever. And they put up points on them, but their overall year is better than last year. And their effort is much better.
Right.
So you got to give them. Charlotte get some props. You know.
But the team get props. It's Toronto.
Yeah. That's the team.
Casey said, "No, I'm doing it my way."
And everybody was like, Toronto's not gonna do nothing.
You heard about Michelangelo, the owner who owned the Toronto. They saying that they had like a meeting where they saying to him that he kind of like fixed to make the team lose so they can get that high draft pick.
Yeah.
But he's denying that.
But they're not losing.
They're not losing.
They're like a 4th seed.
But they got fired them. See when they fired them.
Wow. Yeah, they got rid of GM.
But the kid was simple.
Hey, big shouts to Toronto.
The brother GM and the brother coach.
And they're battling for a 4th seed. Who would have thought?
When
the season start, nobody talked about Toronto.
Nobody.
And they're going for a 4th seed, playing ball. DeRozan's doing his thing.
Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry.
Slam dunk contest guy.
Yeah, them kids is fun. And we got rid of Biani for them, and they're doing well, and he ain't doing nothing for us.
That's a terrible pick. That was like a quick pick.
Yeah, I wasn't happy. We got the wrong Italian.
Yes.
We let our Italian go to Denver and get hurt. We got the wrong one.
We got the wrong one.
Should have kept Gallinari. That's a whole other for a whole other show. Sorry about that. I just had to flip off on that. My Nick tirade, Gallinari should have been here. Anyway, I think he would have worked well with Melo, man. Because he was outside. pure shooter, and he could put it on the floor. 6'10", dude, he put it on the floor and would yoke it on you. He played hard. That's what I liked about Gallinari. D wasn't there, but he played hard. And that's what you want. You want a smart player and someone to play hard.
But we couldn't have him and
Amari. I think him and Melo would have been better.
Yes.
Than him and Amari.
Yes. A lot better.
What should have happened? What should have, would have, could have.
That's true.
But hey, 2 weeks from now we'll know what it's going to be. That's all it's going to be. He's coming home, baby. He's coming home.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's coming home. Basketball guard right
He's coming home. Yo, I can see if that happened. I can see within a week. Mitchell Ness putting out Phil Jackson throwback Knicks jerseys from like the 70s, being the stars like that. That's crazy. Woo! Anyway,
that's the triangle.
Hey, he'll build it. He'll try to build it. Hopefully he'll try to build it. Man, woo!
I've never seen sports talk guys so excited on. Hey, 5 years of doing this, man.
It's something to look forward to.
Sometimes you got to sit back in the cut.
Yeah.
It's like tears is rolling down you guys' eyes just thinking about that.
I'm like, hey, when Joe told me this before I got here, just when the show started, I said, what?
Hey, the making of some big things. The making of big things.
My eyes open up big time.
You gotta sit and wait. And hope Melo feels better because he's a little cold. He's having a little cold, but hopefully he'll feel better for the next game.
He told Phil he got to wait 2 more weeks. I'm sorry, we bring the same thing up.
Yeah, I know. It's a good sign. But anyway, like we said, everybody, we're gonna have a big March Madness special show once they get through with all the conference tournaments and we narrow it down. We do selections and everything at the big dance. Right before big dance comes, we're gonna have a 2-hour NCAA March Madness big dance special, and give y'all our opinions of who's gonna run the table, who might get bumped, what upsets might be happening in that first round. Because the first round is always crazy.
That's the best round.
Yeah, because you don't know what's going to happen. Because there's always one team that team's going to get destroyed. And they, boom, a Sweet 16 team.
Wow.
So you never, like VCU a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Who ever heard of VCU? Shaka Smart went down there, built him a team, and now he's a Sweet 16 team every year almost. He's built a good program, so big shots to that brother. Yeah. And you got to watch out for those type teams, man. I got one prediction before they even go through all that.
What's that?
Syracuse is getting bumped in the second round. I just have that feeling. And that's a quick jab at the Panda. But I just have that feeling. Because they're going to get a bye. I think they're, even though, you know what?
No, they can bump the first round.
You know what? I don't think they're going to get a bye because they've been slumping.
No,
they've been slumping. So if they would have stayed at that, top 3 position, they might have got a bye in the number 1 seed. But they've been slumping, so they might not get that bye. They might be going in the first round.
So we may have to put the arms on the table again?
We might have to.
They're going to be looking like...
They're going to
be looking at like the pitch I got right now. They got a little ankle rugby guy.
So, they got...
They're going to be looking like that. You're going to see that when he show you the broadcast.
So if they keep slumping and they get their behinds handled in the ACC tournament, they ain't getting a high seed. They might get a maybe top 5 seed come dance time, but it ain't gonna be easy. They thought it was easy. A lot of their fans thought it was easy.
Yeah.
Ask Virginia. They let them know it ain't easy. Yeah.
We let them to the left talk.
Yep, we let them talk.
Let them talk.
Boston College. Virginia. Georgia Tech. They all let you know, boy. They like, hey, ACC ain't nothing to be played with. Especially after you got tape on you, and they know how to play you now. That first time, that first run through the tournament, through the league, everybody don't know. But once they get tape on you and they know how to D you up, it's true. Woo! I wish Troy was here right now. It'd be some funny stuff. But hey, like I said, come dance time, we're gonna have a 2-hour show special about the tournament and all that kind of stuff going on. Some football news and notes, not a lot. Some trade movements, rumors, free agencies. One free agent surprise that I heard on Football Note, and the football conversation is brought to you by the lovely ladies at the 502 Sports Lounge. Patty and Carmen, what's up, ladies?
Oh, great chicken, great food, great hospitality.
Yes,
I
great
love those,
atmosphere.
man. Those are my girls.
Real cool spot.
They really
Real cool
pulled it
spot.
I appreciate them bringing this in.
And don't forget the N.E.B house music parties. For those people who like house music, you come check it out. They got house music Fridays every third Friday of the month there. 3304 White Plains Road.
There you go.
If you like house music, come check it out. House music is now in the Bronx.
House music all night long. Anyway.
House
on the block is giving it all.
But Darren Sproles, playmaker, running back from the Saints, is going to be getting cut. So me as a Giant fan, knowing we need some help, we need that. We would definitely welcome Darren Sproles with open arms. He leads all running backs since his entered the league in 2009 with 27 touchdown receptions as a running back.
So that's screenplay.
Yeah, screenplay. It's crazy. That's his bread and butter. Screens, even kick returns.
That's what Megan used to do.
Yo, we need him.
Yeah.
So hey, Giants people out there, if you just happen to be cruising around and happen to hear this or see this, look into Darren Sproles. You better call his agent. We need that. We need that. Well, we got a good with our off-season acquisition of Mr. McAdoo as our offensive coordinator. He used to be the tight ends coach and quarterback coach with Green Bay Packers. Okay. He wants to bring in a little bit of the West Coast system, and he's real. He's good with that, and he's a young, some fresh blood into the coaching system, and I'm not mad at that.
So we have the talent.
We have some holes to fill, but there's some free agents out there that he might have the good line in the pulling in, like the center from the Packers. He's a free agent to be, and we need a center because our center stinks and he's always hurt. So that's a good thing. He might be able to bring him in. Okay. One of their wide receivers is a possible free agent, and we need a wide receiver now because Knicks most possibly is going to be going home to Carolina, and he was a Packer, so maybe we could bring him in. Jermichael Finley, their Pro Bowl tight end, even though he's coming off a back surgery, he's going to be a free agent. So they're still up in the air with that. So hopefully this guy, he got the inline scoops, and he might be able to pull some of these guys, and we get to going on.
You know I think Knicks is going?
Yeah.
The Jets.
Nah. He's going to Carolina. I have a feeling he's going to Carolina.
Why?
What, money? He can get the money here. Well, he can't get the number one money he wants here.
He get the fame.
He's not going to go there. I mean, would you want to go to the Jets where you can go play with Cam Newton?
Yeah, Cam Newton, Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Well, they both got solid defenses and solid running game. But the quarterback, Cam Newton. Come on, the kid. I'm working my arm out. He's a Carolina boy. He's waiting North Carolina.
Say no more, Joe.
He's going to Cam. They needed an extra target because Steve Smith, even though he's their bread and butter, they're talking about they might release him.
Okay.
And their number two option is he's no Hakeem Nicks. Hakeem Nicks has something to prove after 2 bad injury seasons and bad production. Even last year's production was kind of okay, but he's still not touchdowns. He needs a fresh start. He wants a fresh start. Even though he did well here, he's going to Carolina. He's going home to Carolina.
You know what's funny? The last time he got hurt, y'all had gotten the championship. Am I correct?
No, that wasn't him.
No, okay.
That was Dominic Hickson. Yeah. So he's also a free agent, but we went that way already. We need some fresh blood in there. Yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
We don't know what man Sasha can do.
Yeah. We just need to get some help. He needs somebody on the side that's gonna draw some attention so he can dance. Because I need to see some dancing during my Giant games.
We need some more fun.
Yes, you know what I mean. We need to do that and get a running back. We're gonna be all right. There's a lot of free agent moves, but the free agent thing doesn't jump off to a couple more. I think another week, and then they can make all the moves and they can make all the targets and people can get talked to. Right now, you can't do all that. But we'll see how that goes. A little more basketball tidbit, not to rewind, but going back to basketball. Did you hear about the thing with Noah, Jakeem Noah, trying to talk to Melo, to recruit Melo during the All-Star break?
I heard about that.
That could be tampering.
Yeah.
So. You know, they're going to investigate that to see what's going on with that. Yeah. And Lord knows I don't want him going to Chicago. I want him to stay here.
That's another thing that was talking about at one time in Chicago. I can't see him going to Chicago either.
I know. Derrick Rose, as good as he is, he's kind of a ball hog. And and Melo, I don't know if it could fit with Thibodeau in that system, man.
To the best system.
Derrick Rose is not even there right now.
He'll be there next year.
Next year,
they taking the time. They don't. He only had a meniscus. He'll be ready for next year. Meniscus ain't bad, but they don't need him to rush it. That's why he's taking the time. Right. They can take the time, and they're playing well without him. He'll be ready for next year.
I don't know. Like I said before, man, aging as a pro athlete is different, man. When you're not playing all the time, you're not exercising those muscles that you normally use.
He's exercising. Don't think, but he ain't doing nothing. He's rehabbing.
Yeah, but playing competitively versus exercising.
He'll be fine for next year. He'll be fine for the start.
I'm waiting to see what he's going to do.
I hope he comes back, man.
Me too. I want to see what he's going to do because his ability limit him from. I know he's not going to be jumping so high.
He needs to get a legitimate scorer with him, so he doesn't have to.
But he needs to stop hogging the ball, and stop playing team ball, and you can see his team is playing without him.
But that's his whole job is being a slasher.
He's the point guard. Like I said about Derrick Rose after his first year. He's talented. He's great. But you know what? To me, he is. He's Allen Iverson with muscles. The same style of game. Even though I think Allen had a better jump shot than him. Yeah. But he's just more, he's big, he's a bigger Allen Iverson.
Speaking about
he played 10 years straight.
Yeah. He was an Iron Man. His game was reckless, but he was an Iron Man. He didn't get hurt.
At a time when basketball was very physical too.
Yes, real physical when it was 10.
Big shots to AI. They retired his jersey in Philadelphia.
That's right.
There will never be a number 3 in Philly. He deserved that because he was the heart and carried that franchise for the decade plus he was there. Carried him on his back.
He gave the opportunity for all these small point guards.
Right, to get looked at again because after there was a time where they wasn't looking like that.
Point guard. Now they're back to the point guards.
Right, Allen AI, the answer. He brought it. Big shots to him.
That's a serious basketball. When we was talking about basketball nicknames before, we never even mentioned the answer.
The answer. And he was a multi-sport kid in high school.
Yes,
very talented athlete.
Football.
All-state quarterback in Virginia high school. Could have won college D1 playing high school football. Yes. Michael Vick was talking about him when they grew up at the same time. He was like, "Hey, I was the truth."
Yeah.
And he was faster than me. So they're all in that Virginia area.
Right.
Big shouts to Allen Iverson. I like how I saw a little bit of his speech and how he mentioned how he was so he felt it, he loved it, and to be up there with the likes of Dr. J, Bobby Jones, Mo Cheeks, Barkley, and Moses Malone and them kind. He really appreciated that and loved those fans for that, and they loved him too. He fit perfect for Philly.
Yes.
The toughness. Yes. Philly's a tough town.
Right.
And he fit perfect for that.
Talking about athletes like Joe Frazier.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a tough town. It's a fighter's town.
Right,
so if your team ain't got no fight, they're not showing you no love.
They know basketball.
Yeah,
they're
like New York, where basketball is a thing in Philly. Philly basketball and boxing. Yeah. It's big in Philly.
And football.
And definitely football. But
hockey too.
So big shout.
Sports town, man.
Philly is definitely a big sports town. There's no question.
Yeah.
When it comes to sports town, Philly's in the top 3.
College too. They got Temple and
New York is number 1. But, Philly is a top sports town.
Do you think Hall of Fame one day?
Who, AI?
Oh, definitely.
First ballot. He goes down. He goes down in basketball. Top 3 easily, but he goes down to the top 5 best little men to play the game. Period.
He's top 1. Yeah, he's up there.
6 foot under.
Tony.
And
Murphy.
Just think about it. He got a Rookie of the Year. Yes. He got All-Star MVPs. I think 2 of those. He got MVP of the regular season. He's got 4 scoring titles.
He went to the chip.
He went to a chip. He didn't win it. Yeah. He led the league in steals, I think 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's got assist numbers.
Triple doubles.
I think
everything.
he led the league in assists once. I think I was surprised because he's a scorer and he never had that really amount of help. But he's got the numbers. He's first ballot without a question. First ballot without question.
It's funny because I had a little debate recently with somebody, and somebody was trying to tell me, but his character. I said Allen Iverson at one time was the whole heart of basketball. I don't think there was anybody, even if you wasn't a Philadelphia fan, when Allen Iverson played, he demanded your attention.
We're not going into the character Hall of Fame. We're talking about the NBA basketball Hall of Fame. Point blank and period.
Right.
He's the first ballot Hall of Famer, and will go down. In any discussion of best little men, guards in the game, he's going to be in that discussion. So top 5 easily.
So to the guy who I was talking to with this at school, Shut up.
Step the B-boy knowledge up.
On the Block Sports Talk said he's a Hall of Famer. It's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
All right.
If he haven't played basketball, shut up.
Shut up.
He's got classic footage. Look up when he had Michael Jordan dancing.
Yes.
He was dancing on Michael didn't know which way to go.
Right.
Yeah, brother, like, bang, take that, MJ. Then the classic one in the finals. He single-handedly won that game, won for them in that final.
Oh, yeah.
If he had who was the two guard? He wasn't healthy. I think he had a bad knee.
He
was good. He used to go to Temple.
He went to McGee.
Yeah, McGee. If he was a little healthier, they kind of did something. But McGee was good, but the injuries cut him short. That when he crossed and stepped back on the 3-line and had Tyronn Lue on the floor.
Right.
Oh,
That was crazy.
He broke a lot of ankles. But he goes down as the all top two out of the top 3 players. Who was the top 3 players to ever put the hardest move on Mike? John Starks, Allen Iverson, and who's the third one you would think?
I don't know the third one, but I just have to put AI on top. AI go number 1 because he had Michael going every which way. Michael didn't know which way.
Yeah, Michael going. That's
like that.
Michael
tried to play deep. He played deep.
Right. He didn't know which way to go. Very few people put moves on Mike. And Allen Iverson was one of them. And John Starks to me was the all-time one with the slam on him.
You know what was crazy with AI on Michael thing? Because you look back on Michael, one of his early playoff rounds when they played Boston, and he dropped 63 on them, and he was dancing on Larry, and then it's like that came right back to him. You danced on Larry Legend, Larry didn't know what to do.
He did it from top of the key to foul line.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? Right. It's center. Everybody see this.
Michael got business that day. Big shout to AI, one of the best to do it, one of the best guards to play the game in this modern generation. You gotta look back on the footage. AI was the truth. He was the answer. If there was a problem, he was the answer. AI, he was the man. Big shout to him. Hope he gets everything going on. He looked healthy the other day. Which is good to see.
He looks good.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see the whole ceremony.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube. I wish his career would have ended a little better than it did, running around. But things happen and whatever, you know. But big shout to him and big shout to the Sixers for John the jersey up there in the hall with some legends, me. Because I'm a Knicks fan forever, but I used to check out for them Sixers with Doc.
I love Doc.
And one of my favorites, no doubt, Long Island. Bobby Jones was one of my favorite ball players back in those days. I like Bobby Jones. Because he played ball.
When they won the chip, I was right there.
Oh yeah, big shot. I definitely
when they got Moses Malone, like we're gonna get Jack, we're gonna get
Thunder.
Yeah, Moses was the man.
Moses was a man.
Big shouts to Moses Malone.
They got Moses.
That was a rap, man.
That was a rap.
Because they couldn't get over Boston all those times, man. It was Boston or the Bullets with West Amsterdam guys. It's like they couldn't get past them. And then when they finally got them, I was like, uh-oh. This is gonna be something.
That's it. They got
it. He's like, four. And they got it. That was great.
That's when they picked up Moses. That was it. They deserved it.
You know, it was so rough for them because whenever they did get past Boston, they couldn't get over the Lakers.
Right.
Because people think, they only won that one chip.
No.
The Sixers were in like 3-4 finals.
Right.
But they were just that whole Laker machine and that Celtic machine was rough.
Yeah.
They lost about 2 times to they lost to the Blazers. They lost to the Lakers a few times. Yeah. They were in like 3 or 4 title series, man. So,
and as a matter of fact, I got a little shout out from a lovely young lady named Tanya. She be up there at Veso Lounge and stuff like that. And Tanya, big shout out. Thanks for checking out the show. Really appreciate you. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. But enough of our basketball rants. I got some quick fight news. There's a good fight coming on tomorrow. We were a little error in last week talking about the Canelo fight. Right, it's tomorrow night.
And the fight was
it was supposed to be HBO.
It was a fight last week. Part 2. Not Macho.
Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. had a fight last week, but we got
he redeemed himself that time too, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Canelo's fighting Argulo tomorrow night on pay-per-view. Should be a good fight. I kind of have a Canelo to handle his business and get back on the winning streak. And do what he got to do. Even though Aguilo's tough, I have a feeling Canelo's going to handle his business and win that fight.
They both flat-foot fighters, so it should be a slugfest. Not
Canelo
a heavy power shot.
Canelo got a little more power on him. And then for UFC fans, there's also a big fight Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Big pay-per-view. The vacated belt that GSP vacated, being that he had some issues he had to take care of. John Big Rig Hendricks and Robbie Lawler are fighting for the vacated welterweight title.
Wow.
So that's a good card right there. So UFC fans, you got your MMA fix for Saturday's pay-per-view, and the undercard is good. Then they got a free undercard on Fox Sports 1. You check that out. And free boxing aficionados, go to Showtime's pay-per-view and watch Canelo and Liz business. So you got some good fight cards, filled up everybody. Check all that stuff out. Oh, one other sporting news tidbit. Old school bodybuilding legend Lee Haney, the only man to win 8 times Mr. Olympia.
Wow. Big
Lee Haney got inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame. So big shouts to Lee Haney. That man was a mountain. He's huge. So big shouts to him, to all you bodybuilder aficionados and fans of that type of stuff that watch Big Ripley, man, which, I can't really watch all that. But hey, to each his own.
Is that going to be a topic on what not to watch on the Big Joe and Pammy show?
That might have to be.
Not too serious?
Yeah, I'm out to make that. But hey, that's a big thing, I guess, for the International Sports Hall of Fame thing. Big shout to the brother, that still hasn't been broken, that record 8 times when that coveted title right there. And one time it was only Arnold that did that, won a few of them. But he won 8 of them. That's crazy. So big shout to him. And how much time we got left there, Mustar?
I got about maybe 3 more minutes left and stuff.
3 more minutes?
Yeah,
So everybody, check out. Got the whole college basketball. Like I said, we got the conference tournaments. What you got?
I don't even make today. Derek Jeter back up, getting 2 hits. Recently.
Okay, so that's good. He's looking getting us health ready for the season.
So baseball season.
Baseball season getting it in.
Right.
Spring training, everybody's getting the rest off from their long vacations. Hopefully, Derek Jeter has a healthy and productive final year as the captain goes down in history. He's solidified his Hall of Fame status.
Yes.
He's first ballot.
Once
his cleats are hung up, he's first ballot without question. He's got the most hits as a Yankee, period. He's got it all. He's got the trophies. He's got the individual achievements. He's got the championships. First ballot. Class dude. Class sportsman. Type of thing that's missing in some of these guys. But hey, it's coming back hopefully, because some of these guys are doing their thing and being classy and being good sportsmanship. So we need more of that, man. We need more of that so the kids can look up to that.
Right.
That's what we need. And big shouts to Derek Jeter and everything like that for you baseball fans. Once the season gets in, we'll talk more baseball. The Mets. Speaking of Derek Jeter, his getting hits. My man Curtis Granderson, the newest Met, had 2 home runs in his first spring training game. So hopefully he's going to be in rhythm. He stays healthy, and the Mets can make a positive push, man, and have a productive season and maybe get a playoff berth. We'll see how that works out for the Mets. It's always an adventure being a Mets fan. It's always an adventure. Lord knows. It's rough. It's rough. But on that note,
you was talking about college. You want to get that off real quick?
Real quick. Everybody, you college b-ball fans, remember, got your conference tournaments, whatever your favorite conference is. Check it out. The tournament's coming up for that. If they don't have one, then you got your regular season title, whatever. But check that out. Remember, it's at Atlantic 10s at the Barclays Center, the Big East, and the Garden. So for you New York, tri-state people, to run and check those tournaments out. Some good college basketball, and get ready for the big dance in March Madness. So on that note, Ben Black, the coach, Mustafa behind the balls, which is the front today.
Yes.
Big Joe, Crazy Big Blue, you know how I do.
Tigers.
and for the Hammer and the Panda
we're back.
That's right. Ben Black All-Stars, got here in the building, got here in class. Check it out. For chilloverradio.net, thanks. Check the podcast out. Excuse me. For the people at Rosie Barbershop across town, the ladies at 502, the tax man uptown, Dr. Pasquale.
That's right, Gerard Hutchins, Integrity. Did me fine this year. Did me fine. Thank you, Gerard. Thank you. I hope you get a chance to watch this. Integrity Business Solutions, 219th Street, White Plains Road. And Dr. Pasquale.
And Dr. Pasquale for your aches and pains. Check out the YouTube channel for On the Block Sports Talk, the Big Joe and the Panda Show. We'll be back in a minute. On that note, have a good weekend. We out of here, baby.
Y'all take care.
Take care. God bless you.
On the block, sports talk. 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 Directed by Kenny.